All right. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. I'm about to show you how I put something together with boom, bop, bam, and the other receipt. It was 901. All of this for $21. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I like to chop mine up. Mm-hmm. What I got in there simmering right now is garlic and a little bit of olive oil. All that's why it's like, bro, I'm glad I changed everything about myself. Look at what's going on in the world right now. Look at what's going on in the world. Look at what's going on. Mm-hmm. Look at what's going on in the world right now. If you're not doing anything illegal, you have nothing to worry about. I think it's time that the pressure get turned up. It's time for the pressure to get turned up in the world. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you're you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about with everything going on in the world right now. That's why I say I'm glad I decided to change when I did, but I mean, still at the end of the day, it was the will of God. So the way I used to be, man, I used to be no hope. And I didn't even know I didn't have no hope. The thing was, I just didn't trust myself anymore. When I finally started to trust myself, that was just something I couldn't give away again. Yeah, black pepper. I wouldn't have made it in this new world with Trump. With what he got going on, I would have already been in prison had I still been drinking, for sure. What is this, sir? What is this? The towel? I don't know. It smells good though. Not too many people know about Cumming or Cuban. Why everybody's scared and focused on the wrong things. I'm here cooking, nourishing myself, focused on my peace. But I know what's going on out there. I think it's wise to know your environment. That's how you know how to move. It doesn't catch you off guard when you know what's going on. Let me show y'all what this looking like. Yes, sir. Look like real steak, huh? Yeah, this is a $21 meal. $21. Really, actually, it's not. Well, no. Take the chickpeas and all of that out. Which the chickpeas is only like $1, $2 or something like that. But the vegan restaurants, charge, and it's worth it. Don't get me wrong, it's worth it. But you gotta have your money right if you're gonna eat out and get that type of food. That's why we charge. Because you also getting a little bit of love in the food. I love onion. That's done. Ooh, the onion got me. Wash these bad boys off real quick. If y'all hear my background and hear Trump talking that shit, it's the truth. I don't have no problem with black on black crimes being stopped. I don't have no problem with that. I just don't have no problem with that. You cannot ever get me to have a problem with that. And I want y'all to look up a couple of things while we're here. Look up AB 495. If you're in California, I think that I think that that's some information you need to know, especially if you have children. Especially if you have children. It's a new law that was passed, and basically, it's an affidavit that you get filled out that you use to get a kid that's not legally yours. Like now, a person that is not a parent or not a legal guardian can fill out an affidavit and come get your kid. Pick him up from school, him or her up from school. Make medical decisions for them. Yeah, it's time to wake up. Wake up, California. Anyways, this is what I did with $21 out here in Georgia. And it's so beautiful out here. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. If you look like me, you understand that even more. It's beautiful out here. I know about all the other stuff that's going on, the low frequency shit, that's everywhere. Shit, I'm not involved in low frequency shit, so I mean, why talk about it that much? The only way I'm talking about it is if I'm educating you about what not to do. All right, we got the lettuce, we got the onion. We got the lettuce, we got the onion. Yow! It's closed. Thought I heard something. All right, y'all. Let me get the lettuce cracking. I usually kind of like tear that front piece off. Yeah, tear that front piece off, buddy. And then for this, there we go. That's enough for that. Yeah,
It's
no.
horrible. People were subjected to live in that dog trap for so long, so unfairly.
Mm.
I have stories you'll be hearing about them. That prison is horrible. Okay. This is an executive order that contains a number of additional measures relating to crime and law enforcement in Washington, D.C. It charges, for example, your Secretary of Defense with establishing specialized units in both the D.C. National Guard and National Guard units around the country, specifically trained and equipped to deal with public order issues. It charges all of your various federal law enforcement agencies with hiring additional personnel to allow them to search personnel to Washington, D.C. and deal with the current emergency here. It does a number of other things in that space, and it also asks the Attorney General to look at D.C. Metropolitan Police general orders that have currently impeded law enforcement efforts in the city, and to potentially look at unwinding those that are stopping the police from doing their job effectively. I know we're going to ask this to be codified by Congress, one of these things. I think we could potentially, yes, sir. I think we should. I think we're going to. I mean, Democrats will vote. Well, it's hard to believe they might not, but I think Democrats will actually vote for this. There's no auto bending. Is that a good thing? Seriously, is that a good thing? Okay, like that, no, no, that's the other thing. I still want to look at the whole auto bench yet. So, because the person that ran it said he spoke to him briefly twice about nothing. I mean, he said all those partners that he gave to some very bad people, very unpatriotic people, very evil people. It looks to me like those partners are worthless. Because number one, you shouldn't use an auto pen very specifically. But if you do, it has to be a very good reason. And they have to know that the president wanted it. The president didn't want this. The president didn't know he was alive, okay? He never approved any of this stuff. He wasn't for open borders and all the other things. He was never for open borders. I've known Biden a long time. He was never very sharp. But he was never in favor of open borders and all the other things he did to destroy our country. Lastly, so this is an example for a flag burning that charges your attorney general. You listen to this. All over the country, they're burning flags. All over the world, they burn the American flag. And as you know, through a very sad court, I guess it was a 5-4 decision. They called it freedom of speech. But there's another reason, which is perhaps much more important. It's called death. Because what happens with the flag is the area goes crazy.
What you got? Jalapenos, too.
They go crazy.
We got jalapeno.
Burn this piece of paper. But when you burn the American flag, it incites riots. And love people. People are crazy. In a way, both ways. There's some that are crazy for doing it. There are others that are angry. Angry about it. You want to discuss that?
Like this. Boom, boom.
And what the penalty is going to be, if you burn a flag, in jail, no early exits, no nothing, 1 year in jail. If you burn a flag, and what it does is incite a riot. I hope they use that language, by the way. Incite a riot, and you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. You don't get 10 years, you don't get 1 month. You get 1 year in jail.
Damn, if you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail.
Flag burning stopping a meeting, just like they signed the statute and Monument Act. 10 years in jail if you hurt any of our beautiful monuments. Everybody left town. They were gone. Never had a problem after that. It's pretty amazing we stopped it. But this is something that's, I don't know, in a certain way, it's equally as important. Some people say it's more important. Because the people in this country don't want to see our American flag burned and spit on. And by people that are, in many cases, paid agitators. hard to be involved. There's a lot to do, and they're right behind me. Is anybody behind me have anything, Pam? Would you like to say something?
Sure, President. Thank you for keeping DC safe. And just a couple examples of a mother, a single mom, whose house was burglarized, and the defendant got out on cashless bail, went back the next night and burglarized her house again. That's why this is so important. A man got in a fight with another guy. He had a gun. He was let out. Next night, he got up, went out and killed him. So that's why it's so important, President, what you're doing. And thank you for protecting the American flag. And we'll do that without running afoul of the First Amendment as well. And President, I think Terry Cole, excuse me, I think Daddy Seralta has something he wanted to give you on behalf of all law enforcement who are out there. I can see on that.
Thank you for being in charge of this surge. As the director of the United States Marshal Service, it's the oldest law enforcement agency. It was created in 1789. So on behalf of all the federal law enforcement agencies that we're working with and those that have yet to join the team, we thought it was only appropriate to present you with honorary United States Marshal Service badge. And this badge comes with this little line right here, which is a handcuff key, Mr. President, because you continue your policies and your efforts with your staff to arm and handcuff law enforcement officers all over this nation. And I can tell you personally that they thank you
That's
for
not
that.
done. So no avocado. That ain't done.
Unhandcuffing law enforcement.
That's a very great honor. I'll say that and put it someplace else, which is important. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. That's very nice. Thank you. But we love those people. They're brave and they love our country. They don't want to see. They don't want to see it. Do you know how many people volunteered for this job? And before I ask the VP to say a few words, because he feels very strongly about it, I think it's very important, Pam, that when we do this, that the state required they come and ask us. I mean, I see Patricia saying, we don't want them, in the meantime, the city is being shot to hell. And they do that politically. And they probably do want it. If we didn't go to Los Angeles, you would literally have had to call off the Olympics. It was so bad. And the sheriff and the law enforcement people, but the sheriff, and they came out very strongly. He said, we were not able to control. Now, 4 days later, after we had it totally under control, we did that quickly. He changes to a little bit well. I think
Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of this, y'all. Ain't the best of the best, but it ain't the worst of the worst. It's out the real sauce, baby.
the Olympics was gone, the World Cup was gone, everything was gone. We did a great job. And this is good at any time for these things going together. But I think people should want us to be there because otherwise all they'll do is complain as we do our job. So we'll have to think about that, okay? We go in, like in Washington, we go in and the people that are here that have been doing, I don't want to say.
I like a little bit of sweet chili on mine.
I don't care about if she's
You
nice.
gotta dash that though.
I want her to do it.
That's a strong
Be horrible, but do the job. But we come into Washington and we have the 11 best days they've had here in 2 centuries. I mean, they've never seen anything like it.
Alright, if y'all kept hearing that beeping, that's because the refrigerator is open. I'm done. About to show you the end result. What it look like. About to show you what it look like. What up, though? Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. Put a little bit more sauce. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I have no sauce. How dare I show y'all that without no sauce. Come on, man. Gotta have the sauce. My bad for the disrespect. There we go. Yeah. All right. I did that with $21. Y'all gonna see the receipts. I'm gonna post them up. Peace, love, and light. Enjoy your time. Be grateful. Love those that are around you. Make sure that every time you come into contact with somebody, you are a good reflection of life. And you impact somebody in the right way. I'm gone. Peace, love, and light.